Welcome back to COZCAST, and today we have a very special guest, Maycie Gonzalez.
Hello.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Maycie?
Sure. So I am 19. I'm currently in college to major in child care and development, and I have a YouTube channel. It's literally just my name, Maycie Gonzalez, but my name is spelled differently. Uh, yeah. Well, my first name is spelled Maycie, which is different. But yeah.
I had no idea you were going to college.
Mhm.
You started that this year?
Yep.
Um,
How did
Fun
you?
fact.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask how you guys met.
Oh, okay. Fun fact: we met at the school for the blind.
That was your fun fact.
Yeah, that was my fun fact. I bring that up is because so you're not gonna go to TSBVI anymore, right?
No. Nope.
What college are you going to then?
Austin Community College, but it's online right now, so
Did you go to any of the campuses when you were in Austin?
actually I did. I toured their Eastview campus, I believe.
Eastview. Oh man, I went to the Highland campus.
I think
So that
they're all
means
pretty.
mine's better. Oh, they're all pretty. Highland used to be a mall, and they kind of carved it up and you know replaced the stores with classrooms and such.
That's depressing.
Oh wow.
Depressing.
I,
Yeah, it's cool.
I googled it and it looks really nice.
The East Day or the Highland?
Highland.
Yeah.
There's like
nice.
tall ceilings.
I
It
think
has
I'd
a
rather
second
it be a
floor.
mall.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your what's it called? Your disability?
Oh, sure. So I have no vision whatsoever. Both my eyes are prosthetics. I became fully blind at 2.5 years old. I was diagnosed with bilateral retinoblastoma at 11 months old, which is cancer of both retinas. So they removed my right eye when I was 1 and my left eye when I was 2.5.
So you had cancer. Like, was that genetic or was it just bad luck?
So, fun fact, if it's bilateral in both eyes, it's genetic. If it's unilateral, yeah, that word,
Uh,
it is not genetic and you just develop it.
okay.
So, yes, mine is genetic.
That's very very interesting. I never heard of cancer in the eyes before, and I knew it can grow anywhere, but I didn't know it can even grow in the eyes, and that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So you have prosthetics. Do you ever have to clean them?
Yes, actually, they're pretty easy to take out. I clean them by myself. It's just you clean them with water. If they get buildup on them, then you can clean it with like baby soap because it's made for it won't burn your eyes if it gets into it, right? Because it's for babies. And so whenever you wash it with that, in case you don't get it all the way off your prosthetic, whenever you put your prosthetic back in, if there's still some on there, it's not going to irritate your eyes.
Have
You
people
girls.
what?
Oh, go ahead.
Have people ever like asked you to take them out in front of them?
Yes, actually, funny story. Whenever I was younger, probably like 8 or so, 5th grade-ish age, or maybe I was like 10. My brother used to, on the school bus, would tell kids that I would take my eye out for $5. And I used to do it, and then I found out a little later in my lifetime that I got ripped off because I didn't get any of the money.
Oh.
You gotta
But
help a brother out though.
yeah,
You girls mentioned to me because we talk about you, all good things.
I hope
That
so.
she's asked me if you ever made a video of you taking your prosthetics out for the camera.
So I haven't, but I thought about doing on my YouTube channel how to clean your prosthetic eye as like a video, you know. But
Mhm.
sometimes it creeps people out because so underneath the prosthetic, basically whenever they remove my eye, they remove the entire thing. They cut the optic nerve, which is what connects your eye to your brain. And they cut that. That way, the cancer. The reason they removed the eyes and didn't just leave them is they didn't want the cancer traveling from the retina to my brain and then developing as brain tumors. So they cut my eye at the optic nerve and took the whole eye out, and we donated it to science and research and stuff. So I
Mhm.
have no clue where it is right now. But so they take a an implant and they insert it underneath my skin, underneath the skin, like where your eye muscles are,
Okay.
and they put the skin over it. That way, it's kind of like a mold that the prosthetic can sit on top of. But whenever you take the prosthetic out, underneath is sort of pinkish um, colored because it's fresh tissue. It's not like your actual like eye, you know, because there's the
Mhm.
skin there. And so sometimes it freaks people out because they're like, "Oh my God, that's so creepy," and I'm like, "Well, I just kind of got used to it." But
Oh, I think it would be interesting to see.
yeah. So I thought about doing a video about that, but I guess I would have to post on my YouTube channel and ask if people would be interested in that because I wouldn't want to make a video that like freak people out.
Other than cleaning your prosthetics, what other hobbies do you have?
um, I play a sport called goalball, which you boy played with me when we were in high school. Well, he was in the after high school program thingy, and I was still in high school. And it's a very fun sport. You can go look it up if you want, because my description can be kind of complicated. But basically, it's a sport where there's like a court that's the size of like a volleyball court, and there's a goal at the end of each, like at each end of the court or the playing area. I don't want to call it a field because like you play inside like on a gym floor,
Mhm.
and you roll a 3-pound ball back and forth to each other, and block it with your body. That way it doesn't go into the goal. But the fun part about it is everybody has on eye shades, so you can't see the ball. You have to focus. You have to use your hearing, and sometimes you get hit in the face. So you gotta.
Not if you're playing the right way.
That's true because there is a. Whenever you're playing defense, you can put your arms a certain way where it won't nail you in the face. But sometimes you don't think on your feet because the ball's coming kind of fast. It's like called a quick return. And they just return it to you really, really quick, and you don't expect it. So there've been a couple times where I've definitely gotten hit in the face due to my lack of position. But I play
Mhm.
goalball. I'm actually on an international team right now, or not? Well, I guess international. I
A
play,
league.
yeah. So I play for a Maryland team.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Is that the one that our mutual friend Yatsuri is on?
No, I don't think she plays for it. She plays in Austin still,
Okay.
but so yeah. Other than goalball, um, I kind of like. I consider YouTube a hobby because I make my videos and everything. Um, and then I like doing art stuff, so I weave and I like making art projects, which is one thing I miss about being in school is having like an art class, a hands-on art class. And
Wh-
yeah,
What do you miss about school?
um, honestly, not a lot. um, college is a little more chill. I can kind of go at my own pace, especially since it's online. And
Mhm.
One thing I will say that's different is the accessibility and the disability services. I have been fighting tooth and nail with them to get everything that I need. I just got my textbook like the day before yesterday, and to me, that's not ideal because I need my textbooks, and they like weren't giving it to me. And I still haven't received my laptop from the Texas Workforce Commission. They're supposed to provide a laptop for me, and I still
Yeah, they
haven't
take a
received that. Yep. So one thing I do miss about high school is they're better at getting you what you need when you need it and kind of being on top of it for you. Whereas I found in college, you have to be on top of it and you have to be persistent and be like a squeaky wheel and just call them every day, email them every day until they answer you.
Man, I wouldn't want to be that counselor.
I know.
What made you decide on your major?
I've always had a passion for working with younger children, and my main goal is to be a teacher of the visually impaired. So I want to work with kids like first grade and younger who have visual impairments or who are blind. So in order to do that, I get my associates in child care and development, which would be an associate's in applied science. And then I'll get my bachelor's in early childhood education. And while I'm working as like a teacher, I can get my teacher of the visually impaired certification.
Oh, yeah. Would you want to work in your home county or back in Austin?
I really want to be in Austin. They're very blind friendly, and it's kind of what I've known. I've been going to that school for the past 3 years, so it's the community I've grown to learn. But right now, I'm just kind of back in my hometown because, COVID.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want to be like a RI, like before you become a VI, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought about it. So I would work on the elementary side if I did do that to get some experience.
What's RI?
Residential instructor.
Yeah.
But like, so you just want to be a VI teacher, but you don't want to teach O&M? Is there something specific you're looking for?
I don't want to teach O&M just because O&M gives me anxiety myself. Crossing roads and stuff with having zero vision, I feel like I stress out about it, and I don't think I would be able to properly teach kids. Maybe at an earlier age where they're just strictly learning how to use the cane,
Oh, yeah.
Not really going to the advanced levels, but I really just want to focus on early childhood where you're starting to teach them Braille. You're starting to teach them how to adapt in classes, learning with, have you ever seen they make pictures on like raised paper?
Yes.
So like tactile graphics, that's what they're called. Showing them how they can use tactile graphics in their classes and that kind of thing. Everybody switches their major. And so I really have also just been thinking about just getting my degree in child development and just going to work with children, in like daycare setting or hospital settings, different places where you can just work with children. So yeah, I don't really have like a set plan yet, but those are kind of my ideas of where I want to go next.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yep.
But I want to ask, so you're blind basically all your life, so how was it learning Braille, like growing up,
So Braille consists of what's called a full cell, which is whenever all the dots are popped up together. And you take dots away from that full cell. There's 6 dots. They're in 2 vertical lines, and each line has 3 dots. So there's three dots going down and then 3 dots going down next to it, and that's what's called a full cell. So basically, if you get a 6 count muffin tin and turn it vertically, that's kind of the picture of a braille cell, and that's actually how they taught me braille, is with that muffin tin and 6 tennis balls, because as you remove the tennis balls, you're taking away dots out of that cell, which make the different letters and eventually numbers when we got there.
Oh yeah.
I started learning it at a really, really young age. They started teaching me it too right before I lost my second eye.
Wow.
Just to kind of introduce me to it. I didn't really start like learning it tactily until I was 3-ish, maybe 3.5.
Wow, that's really young.
Yeah, so I basically went to pre-K, like, to kind of learn those extra skills that I need because I had just lost my vision. So growing up, I don't really remember learning it, but definitely learning it so early helped me be more efficient once I got into like junior high and high school. I could read faster, I could write it faster, and it's just helped me be more, I feel I'm more efficient at it. So I didn't have to learn it once I got into high school.
You go.
Well, now I'm kind of curious about you, boy. When did you start learning?
Well, I started learning in middle school, and yeah. But okay, so you know Braille. What about that cane?
Oh, the cane comes along with me when I decide to use it. A lot of the times I like to feel like everybody else and just guide with my friends or my boyfriend or my family or whoever. But I would say that I have pretty fluent cane skills. It definitely takes some learning. You have to adapt to your environment. You have to be able to cross roads and just stay alert. You can't get distracted and focus on other things. You really have to focus on crossing the road at the right time, focus on your traffic patterns and all that. That way you don't get made into a pancake in the road.
Would you be interested in a sight dog?
Honestly, I've thought about it. People guiding me gives me anxiety, so I don't know if I'd be able to trust the dog. But my friend has a guide dog, and she said that she would, kind of let me walk with her to kind of see what it's like, to kind of walk with the dog before I completely made up my mind.
Well, they say it's just basically a cane and a dog. They're both equally as good. Like none is better than the other.
Yeah, it's
You know,
definitely
it's just
personal
one-
preference.
Yeah, one's just a living cane, basically.
Yeah. One thing too about the dogs that a lot of people, this is where they kind of fall off, is you have to keep up that dog's training, and some people just don't. Like,
Oh yeah.
I know this one person. Actually, I know a couple people who have guide dogs that just don't keep up their training, and that's one reason why I would be scared to get one. I wouldn't get one until I was definitely ready for one, because I wouldn't want to take that opportunity away from somebody else if I'm not going to keep up that dog's training and use it for what it's meant for. I wouldn't want to take that opportunity away from somebody else who would use it and would keep their training up and would need it more than me. So if I ever did decide to get a dog, it would definitely have to be when I feel that I'm ready and I'm ready to take on that challenge, because it's definitely a challenge to keep their training up. You keep them on a feeding cycle. You take them to use the restroom because they're on a full schedule, right? So that they don't go in the middle of your classes and stuff. If you were to take it to school, or they don't, just happen to take a potty break in your work setting, because you didn't take them out when they were supposed to. So it's kind of a learning curve. You kind of have to adjust to it. And they have like where you go up to the school for a few weeks and you like bond with the dog and get to use it there and learn it. And so it kind of teaches you how to use them properly before you bring them home. So that's really nice. And I thought about doing that, but I would have to wait until COVID is over. But yep.
I've heard horror stories about people with sight dogs, and how they wouldn't take care of them, and even a few times where they abused them,
Yes.
and yeah, people would, they would take the dog away because they're either not feeding them, taking them out, leaving them locked up somewhere. But yeah, it's a definitely something you have to, like, a dog, a sight dog especially, not just a dog. You really have to revolve your life around them as well.
You have to be ready to take on that challenge and be able to provide for not only yourself but that dog too. They become a part of your life, like a kid in a way.
Yeah. You girl has a rat at her house.
I have a dog, but you boy likes to call her a rat. Well, what about your dog, you boy?
Well, my dog is nothing special, but your dog, she's like 100 years old. 100 years old.
She is 12 years old. I am. This sounds horrible, but I'm just like waiting for the day when she passes. I'm slowly preparing myself.
She's getting up there in age, and honestly, like a lot of people say, like whenever people say that, they're like, "Oh my God, that sounds so horrible." But honestly, it's that whenever the dog gets to be the older age and they start struggling, then I guess it's they're more ready for it.
Oh,
So.
Yeah.
The only reason I bring it up is because you girl takes care of that dog way more than a person with a sight dog takes care of.
Well, that's another thing with the guide dogs. Like, people could potentially, distract them while you're out, and they're working and stuff.
That's why, fun fact, if you ever come in contact with a working service dog, no matter if it's a guide dog, a seizure dog, a mental health dog, whatever type of dog it is, that dog is in training. They're supposed to be working. So the best thing to do is don't make eye contact, don't look at it, don't talk to it, don't walk up to it. If you want to talk to, if you want to check out the dog or ask some questions about it, the best thing to do is address the owner, but not like walk up and get in the dog's face and be like, "Oh my God, you're so cute," because then it distracts them from what they're supposed to be doing. I want a Chihuahua, but they don't make those in guide dogs apparently.
Maybe in the future.
I know. Right now, the main breed they use are Labs, and they also occasionally use German Shepherds, but its majority is Labs.
Isn't your rat a Chihuahua?
Yes, my dog is a Chihuahua. But she's too hyper to be a guide dog. Having experience being around blind people or vision impaired people as well, I noticed that most blind people have like the same habits of like in the way they walk, the way they talk. Some people are more what's the word I'm looking for? They're more adaptive to their living, their disability. And I know Maycie is very confident in everything she does and how she's of course she's been blind all her life, and for a couple months, not couple months, for how long did we know each other? Like,
I feel like we met a while back, like in short-term programs. I feel like we met a couple of times, but we didn't really like know each other,
Mm-hmm.
But we met and we started like getting to know each other. I'd say in August, because that's when Gold Ball started.
I don't know if I met you or your boyfriend first.
I think you met Trey first.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. How is he, by the way?
Oh, he's good. We just made a 1.5 years this past Monday, so we've been dating since the end of our junior year of high school. So I guess you could say if we end up getting married, it would be like high school sweethearts or whatever.
Yeah. I know Trey is vision impaired, so that means he can still see.
Yes, he has low vision, but it's pretty good. Sometimes I question whether or not he's actually blind.
So, I just want to ask, how is it dating as a blind person?
So, fun fact, I've never had a boyfriend who wasn't blind or visually impaired. Um, all my boyfriends have been blind or visually impaired, and it's kind of cool in a way because I can kind of like connect with them. They know my disability, they understand what it means.
Hmm.
They're less likely to kind of use my blindness to their advantage.
Yeah. Fun fact about me is that I never tell a girl about my disability. Not, well, yeah, I don't think I ever told a girl about my disability unless they already knew, or that's it. Like I never explained it. I don't know. For me, I guess it's kind of easy to tell. Like when your girl looks at me, she looks at me and she knows I'm kind of dumb.
Well, first of all, we grew up together, so it's just like something that was like already there, you know.
Oh yeah.
I feel
But you
like
girl, oh yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like if you have low vision, that's pretty good. Like your vision is pretty good. Then it's not as easy to tell. Whereas for me, like it's very obvious because if I'm in an unfamiliar place, I have my cane, or I just run into things, or people are guiding me.
I remember in Alabama when I was guiding you, I think I might have ran you into like a pole or something one time.
Yeah, I was a chair. We were at
A
the
chair, yeah.
we were at the restaurant
Um,
because everybody was making fun of me because at that point in time I was vegetarian. And I got a vegetarian burger.
oh, you're not vegetarian anymore?
No, I gained 20 pounds from being vegetarian.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
maybe it just doesn't work for everyone.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna just go back to normal diet.
Maybe it was 20 pounds of muscle,
Yeah, I wish.
um, you girl likes to dance, and I know you've been in cheerleading. So, I don't know if you guys want to talk about that.
Well,
So,
wait, was it you? Because you boy sent me a video of him wrestling, and then I think it was you that was also dancing.
that would sound pretty accurate.
I think she's talking about Devin.
Oh, she was in the Wildcat suit.
Well, no, because it was like I saw it was like 5 people from your school.
Oh yeah,
And a
yeah, yeah. I
team.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was the one we had. So, 2 of the girls were darker skin tone. One of them was super light, and I was the middle.
yeah.
I'm also the tallest out of all of them.
Yeah, Macy's like 7'2".
I am not. I'm definitely 5'5", 5'4.5", something like that.
No, but I like the performance. Do you still like practice and stuff?
Not as much because I haven't really found where I can do cheer as a blind individual. I thought about once I get into a college, a university, if I decide to go that route, that maybe I would try and pick up cheerleading then. But a lot of things with like university cheer is you have to be able to like tumble as well, and I can't do that. So,
I
but
remember. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's other parts of cheer. You could be a bass too, which is kind of fun, I guess.
It's all about that bass.
Yeah, so that they don't fall, the flyers don't fall.
But when you said about tumbling and stuff, that reminded me of those Florida girls. They were like flying everywhere.
Oh, that was Alabama.
Was it Alabama? Oh,
Florida,
shoot.
we don't we don't compete against Florida in cheer and track. We only compete against them in goalball.
Ah, okay.
Fun
Okay.
fact.
I remember. I don't know how many states were there, like 7, 8. I don't
6 or 7, I think.
six, 6 or 7. I don't know, but I remember like the whole day kind of dragged on for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it kind of took a while. Like, I got tired of cheering because it was like an all-day thing. We literally got there at like what 8:30 in the morning.
Something like that. We stayed there for a long time.
Yeah, until like 5 or 6, like dinner time.
Yeah, the banquet. I remember that.
Yeah.
I skipped out on the after party though.
Wow.
How was it?
Yeah, you know, it was as good as a high
Well,
school thing.
how long have you been doing cheer?
This was my 3rd year doing cheerleading. In my 2nd year of goalball, my 7th year of track, and I did 13 years of softball, I think.
Softball. Oh,
Oh,
you mean beat ball or softball?
No, I played in like a regular softball. It was a special needs team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And,
That's pretty fun.
how did that go down?
It was really fun. We had kids ranging with all different types of disabilities. There was autism, Down syndrome. We had a girl who was in a wheelchair because she had muscular dystrophy. Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Cerebral palsy. There was another little boy on my team who was also blind. Yeah, so the special needs ranged, and it was such a wide variety. It was so cool just to see them, kind of come out of their shell and be able to do something that their siblings do.
Oh yeah. That's definitely amazing to hear about that. I didn't even know such a thing, went down.
Yeah, it's kind of small. They just have them here and there throughout just whenever cities have enough kids to put one together.
Yeah. But do you want to promote your YouTube channel?
Sure. So my YouTube channel is just Maycie Gonzalez. It's Maycie for my first name, and my last name is Gonzalez. And right now I have 72 subscribers. I hope to get more. Took me a really long time to build that up, but I really appreciate everybody that subscribed to me, including COZCAST podcast, because he subscribed. I am actually going to I have an Instagram that I'm gonna start using kind of as my, to where I can put a post and say, Q&A time, ask whatever questions, Actually, if you want, that was a really fun video today. I did a Q&A with my boyfriend while I was over at his house. It was pretty fun. I just do all kinds of things. Like there's vlogs, there's routine videos, there's like room tour, there's Q&A, collabs, like all kinds of videos. My channel is kind of just a wide variety of fun, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'll put a link down below if anyone's interested. Maycie has lots of cool things on there, and she might even put a prosthetic cleaning video sometime.
I'll shout you out in that video.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
You boy requested.
I hope you all enjoyed. Your girl got any last statements?
Well, it was nice talking to you. I'm sorry I'm so awkward, but I hope this was, interesting for people who, may not know, blind people in their life.
It's really fun to be able to come on here on y'all's podcast and be able to talk about stuff and things, and I really appreciate y'all having me on y'all's channel, y'all's podcast.